time to rent, a time to sow, a time to love, a time to hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late.
Amanda, can you hear us on the streaming? Oh, okay.
I'll turn that out there. Right? Shana Tova, Hag Sameach. I gotta switch from Shana Tova to Hag Sameach.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
Oh,
Why,
that's
did
good.
somebody say something?
Nothing after.
Okay, other one.
Oh, that's fair.
I subbed some
You do
screen
know
caps
this,
from
right?
some of our services.
Yeah, there's been some good ones.
Nothing after that, Amanda?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, look.
Hi guys.
Okay.
I mean, if that was on then, but yeah, but that's fine.
But I was over.
Yeah, maybe not. Who
I
knows?
moved back. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing.
There is a season. That's a shocker. Hi, Mom.
Okay.
All right, what is happening? Oh yeah, Gail, where did? Maybe we'll do that like near. That's not in the slides. So maybe we'll do that near the. Yeah.
What's that? Oh, you found
Oh,
yours?
is it not working? That's all right. We can still hear. Coming out of that. Okay. But now that I'm plugging this back in, it's just correct. Yes and yes. Yep. Okay. That's right. Should work. Nick, will you play something?
Car's there, the blue car's there. Put it outside the car. No, the blue road.
I hear it. Nick, will you play? Keep playing. Oh yeah. You want to turn up number 5 a little bit?
There's a sukkah.
What? Hi. Sorry, I was talking to Honey. Shalom. Hey everyone, Shabbat Shalom. We're going to start in just a few moments. This is so nice. Take the stress of the high holidays, divide it by 3, and that's what you got right now.
That's all right. That sounds like a good equation.
So nice. Let's see if I can get this. We are live now.
Okay, you're gonna sing it. Okay. This way, I'm more confused. Okay. And the he name too have you got is the.
Okay. Yep. What a mitzvah.
How do you do the hallelujah part? Not that one. The last time.
Don't do it.
We don't do this. Just do the don't do this.
So,
no, that one I
hey
got.
Gail and Nick, maybe we could just do one of the 3 of these verses.
We don't have to do anything.
I mean, you practice it, so let's do that. Let's just do the first one.
I practiced it for first graders. So.
Perfect.
We're doing all 3 or what?
No, just the first one.
Just the first one. Okay.
Yep.
Refrain.
So
Right.
I need your thing.
Oh yeah, I don't have the podium out here.
So my sister loved the waterfall.
We're streaming, by the way.
Oh, right now.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Love the what?
Hey, everybody out there in Facebook land and YouTube and online and here in the parking lot. We are going to get started in about 30 seconds. All right.
Yeah. The Game of Thrones moment.
Uh-oh.
Who spilled all that water? Okay. Uh-oh.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, that's weird. It keeps telling me broadcast interrupted. I'm not sure if that's on your end. Is it look like it's streaming over there? Okay. Well, we'll assume we're on unless we're not. Huh.
Skip that part. Just do the Hindi motto. What's that? Ah, lovely.
Oh.
Versus Patootie. What we could do is if we just switch, put a mic and use the amp. Okay. All right. Do one more mic. Do we have one more? Do we have a mic? I could just stick it on the stand.
All right, let's do this, everyone. All right, we're going to give this a shot here. Hi, everyone. Hag Sameach. Oh, thank you.
Chag Sameach.
Hag Sameach. Tonight starts the wonderful holiday of Sukkot. Woohoo, Sukkot!
Woo!
It is sometimes thought of as the redheaded stepchild of the high holidays. It doesn't get the same attention that Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur get, but it is just as important of a holiday, maybe even more so, because it's one of these holidays called the 3 pilgrimage holidays, the Shalosh Regalim. So we're going to gather tonight to sing Hine Ma Tov, how good it is that we are together to celebrate Sukkot and Shabbat all at the same time, and it's going to be lovely. So let's join together in singing.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד. הללויה, 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 הללויה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הללויה, 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 הללויה. נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
How good it is that we can dwell together. And if you have one of these lovely prayer packets here, we are going to be on slide number 3. And you watching on Facebook should see slide number 3. I hear that we're having some transmission issues with our feed, and I'm sorry for that. If you're missing part of the service, well, you'll be okay. Let's join in our candle lighting. We don't have any candles up here because we thought it was going to be too windy. But if you have candles at home or you have spiritual candles someplace, we can light those together for the special Yom Tov. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov. Amen to that. Well, let's take a deep breath, everyone. It has been a very turbulent week, a turbulent last 24 hours, last 12 hours. So let's take a deep breath and see if we can welcome in a little bit of calm on this Shabbat, a little bit of peace, and a little bit of wholeness. And also, if we have anybody who has an October birthday, anybody out here have an October birthday? Rachel, you have an October birthday? Yay! Who else has an October birthday? Randy's got one? All right.
Randy,
Happy birthday, Randy and Rachel. I'll be our names. Anybody else have a birthday in October? Okay, Naomi Cohn. That's fun. Happy birthday for you. Hopefully you're watching. And Lauren Barlev, her birthday is October 17th, so she's at work, but we'll say happy birthday to her as well.
For sure.
Well, why don't we join together in singing to Rachel and to Randy and to anybody else. We're going to sing to you happy birthday, Yom Huledet Sameach. Let's join together. Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday all these Jews. Happy birthday to you. Yom Huledet Sameach to you guys. We're going to join in welcoming Shabbat and welcoming Sukkot as we sing together Lecha Dodi. Hey, Amanda.
Dodi, likra kala, penei Shabbat, nekabla, lecha dodi, likra kala, penei Shabbat, nekabla, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevarav. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevarav. Lecha dodi, likra kala, penei Shabbat, nekava.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. If you who are out there online, if you still can't see, if you can even hear me right now, hang in there for a moment. Amanda's going to start a stream just from her phone rather than using our big system, which for some reason might be our streaming service is not working properly at the moment. So just hang with us. You in the parking lot, you're here, so you'll get this live, but you watching at home, just give us a few moments to get this up and running. Well, now that we welcomed in Shabbat, what do you guys think about a little Baruch Hu?
Love to do that.
That sounds great.
Rabbi, yeah?
That is great. We are awake.
We are awake. We're on page 6, on page 6 of our slides.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to our prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yalla la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed, Le'olam Va'ed. Yalalai lalai, 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 yalalai lalai.
As we prepare for Shema, I invite you to take another deep breath. Really get that chiller, more fall air into our lungs.
This
It
is the best time of
cooling
year.
down. Yeah.
This kind of fall. Look at the leaves changing behind us.
It's beautiful.
That's
And
so nice.
I feel like we were outside more than we've ever been for Yom Kippur, but on Sukkot we really celebrate being outside and
Totally.
nature and the changing seasons. So let's take a moment and listen to how beautiful it sounds and how much cooler it feels out here. May we listen to that beauty and really hear each other. And we'll sing the Shema together.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך
היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם וישיבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי הייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Rabbi, can I give a shout out to Rachel? She knows all of those motions to all the songs.
All right, Rachel, well done.
Well done.
All of them.
And a happy birthday.
Yes. Awesome. So we're on slide 11, and during Sukkot, we traditionally read from the book of Kohelet or Ecclesiastes with this famous line that we're going to sing a famous folk version of in a little bit. A season is set for everything, a time for every experience under heaven. And so we want to hear from you. What's an experience that you've had in the past year that has really impacted you? Obviously, I think we can all think of one or two really big things that have
Right.
happened that may have impacted all of us. But but perhaps there is something that hopefully positively has also impacted you this year. So it seems like we're having some issues with Facebook, so I'm not sure if we're going to get Facebook comments. So are we just gonna? Do you want to just go ahead and kind of go around to?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds
Why don't I
great.
go? I'll go down and see if I can amplify people's.
That sounds great.
If anyone's got one.
Are we gonna bring a mic down?
Well, we don't know. We don't have a
Yeah.
wireless. So what?
Let's do this.
Anybody have one?
Okay. I got it. We got it.
Okay, we're gonna translate.
Amanda's pregnant! Woo!
Baby.
Woo! Rachel's grateful for God and her family. Beautiful. Those are things that have certainly sustained us this year. Very nice being in Jerusalem in Sukkot during Sukkot last year, getting rained on in the Sukkah. That must be a good omen. Starting college, very exciting. Mother turning 90. That's a big one. We've got one right behind you also, Rabbi Benji. I'm seeing Ira behind you. And a grandbaby born 3 weeks ago. Yeah, this is great. This is fun with like suspense in the middle. What's it going to be? Almost about to become grandparents, Pam and Ira. Yay! And they're moving. Very exciting. Oh, this is wonderful. Any other positive impacts this year? We see one back there. Is that Marcy? Rabbi Benji's coming over to you. He's really getting his steps in, yeah.
This is good. Keep him moving. We should videotape this.
Yeah, this is great. This is a little bit more than the sanctuary. Golden wedding anniversary for Marcy and Neil. Mazel tov.
Keep telling him run over there.
Mindy's knee surgery was a success. Absolutely. That is absolutely wonderful. Jonah
What?
starting high school,
What?
which is, yeah, I agree, not allowed. How dare you, Jonah? How dare you get older?
He was just in 7th grade.
I know. You just had your bar mitzvah. Oh, this is wonderful. One last one from Rachel. Thankful for
Okay.
food, water, and her house. That's beautiful. Good job, Rabbi Benji. You got all your steps in.
Come on, keep him moving.
So many wonderful experiences that despite everything have kept us going, that we can be thankful for, that have positively impacted us. And Sukkot reminds us that even though things may be fragile, even though things may be constantly changing, those things can sustain us, can carry us through. So with that, we'll sing our prayer for freedom, Micha Mocha. Thank you, everyone, for sharing.
Yeah.
Ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha mocha ne'edar b'kodesh, Nora tehila osefele, Nora tehila osefele. מלכותך ראו בניך, פוקי ים לפני משה. זה אלי ענו ואמרו, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Lie, 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 yeah, lie, lie, yeah, la 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 la, yeah, lie, lie, la la. Can't hear you. Yeah, lie, la lie, 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 la la lie, yeah, la lie, lie, la lie, 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 lie.
We're on slide 14. If you're at home, you're welcome to rise. If you're in your car, you can sit up a little bit straighter as we begin our standing prayers. So please join us first for Adonai Sifatai.
Can we say this before we do that real quickly?
Yeah.
For those of you guys who are watching at home, if you can still hear me, the stream is working great on YouTube and our website. For some reason, this is a Facebook error. So if you guys are watching on Facebook through Amanda's phone, you're not going to see all the slides and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to go to the YouTube page or the website, you'll be in good shape there. Let's join together in the Amidah now.
Adonai, Ananana, Fatai Tiftach, Ananana, Ufi Agid, Tehilatah, Ananana. Ananana Satai Tiftach, Ananana Ufi Tehilatah, Ananana Adonai, Ananana Satai Tiftach, Ananana Ufi Tehilatah, Ananana Satai Tiftach, Ananana Ufi Tehilatah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Hasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shema ve'Ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Michayei HaKol Hatarav le'Hoshia, Mechakel Chayim b'Chesed, Michayei HaKol b'Rachamim Rabim, V'lomech Noflim v'Rofei Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umakayim Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Bichamocha Bal Givurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memid, Umachayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol.
Amen. And we'll read together Atah Kadosh v'Shimcha Kadosh u'Kedoshim b'chol yom Yahalalu Hasela. Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Amen.
Amen. Well, everyone, we have this really, really cool thing. We're on slide number 20, if you're taking a look. We have this really cool concept in Jewish tradition called ushpizin. And if you don't know what that means, that's fine, because who really does? But ushpizin, Rabbi, I guess you probably know.
Maybe.
Gail, Nick?
Oh, sure.
Yes, okay. Very, very convincing. It was an Israeli movie.
I don't
you're
want to
right.
brag, though, so.
Yeah, that's fair. So ushpizin, the idea is that these are called cosmic guests that we have.
Whoa.
According to this tradition, which is really cool, every night of Sukkot, we can invite somebody from throughout space and time. Anybody in the entire world, living or dead, we can invite them to our Sukkah to share a meal with them and to get to know them and to hear them a little bit. And so what we thought, rather than telling a story or, you've heard enough sermons and all that stuff for a few minutes, we thought that we would ask, if you could invite anybody in the world, anybody throughout space and time, to share a meal with in your Sukkah, who would it be? Would it be a family member who you're perhaps thinking of this time of year, who you miss a lot and could share another meal with? Would it be a celebrity? Would it be a politician? Probably not, I'm imagining. Would it be maybe Moses himself? Maybe we want to bring Miriam and her timbrels. But does anybody here in the parking lot, we can do the same kind of thing we did last time. You want to be the runner this time? If anybody here has someone that they would like to invite and they want to share it, you can go ahead. And if you're still on the Facebook feed, I know there aren't many people left on there, or on YouTube, you can let us know if you have somebody that you're thinking of. Okay, all right. Gail says Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Okay, a blessed memory. Who would you guys bring to your sukkah? Any person in the whole world, living or dead, you can invite to the sukkah. I'm assuming if this is the case, don't make it a drive-through sukkah. You can actually spend some time in there. His whole family. Liam, you can do that already, man, but that's cool. That's cool. Great. All right, your whole family. I love that. Ooh, Leonardo da Vinci.
That'd be cool.
Great. Get all that Da Vinci Code stuff out of the way. Daniel Tiger. That's a great one, Sadie. Sadie says Daniel Tiger. He will set you straight. Oh, Jim Feibel of blessed memory. I think a lot of us would invite Jim to our sukkah. That is for sure. That is for sure. Thanks for sharing that one. Moses. Okay, you're going all the way back, Jan. Well, not all the way, but most of the way back. Oh, very nice. Your friend who moved to Florida. Yeah, you could jump on FaceTime and come into our sukkah here, and you could do that. His father, Marvin, you only get one. No, just kidding. Father and grandfather. That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Alexander Hamilton.
See if he likes the show, yeah.
Yeah, I think he would be pretty excited about the show.
Throwing away my shot.
That's good. I see Ed's got one over here. Ed Radin.
Keep her running, everybody.
Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. I love it. Bring some Wild West into your sukkah. Natalie Portman.
Ooh.
You only invite Natalie's to your that's fair. I disagree.
We like you better.
Yeah. That's fair. Amanda, you got one? Your grandparents and Jonathan's grandparents. I love that. Oh, I love that. Grandmother who loved Jewish music is what she said. That's really nice. And Benjamin Franklin. All right. Interesting pick. I like that one. Neil's got one back there.
I think she's getting more steps in than you are.
I
Robert.
know.
You did.
That's fair. Thank you. Gold in my ear. That is a
that'd
good
be
one.
Interesting. Yeah.
A good idea to go see a statesperson these days. These are really beautiful. The idea is that we can, when we sit in the Sukkah, that we can actually transport ourselves. If you saw Back to the Future 1, 2, or 3, you don't need a DeLorean. All you need is a Sukkah, or what? Or roads. Where we're going, all we need is a Sukkah. and the idea is that it gives us this cosmic connection, because Jews since biblical times have been dwelling in these booths. So perhaps we can summon people who aren't here, and maybe we can't have them physically in our space, but we can certainly think of them and bring them back to life a little bit during the holiday of Sukkot. By the way, our drive-through Sukkah is going to stay up as long as it'll stay up, as long as it stays. So if you want to come anytime and have a meal in there, and you can certainly enact that if you don't have your own Sukkah. So thanks for sharing that, everyone, and sorry for you at home that you're not able to share, but hopefully you're sharing with somebody there, or just thinking about someone who you'd like to spend some time with. We're going to turn to our Misha Berach prayer, our prayer for those who are in need of healing, as we're beginning the conclusion of our service. We are thanking this evening for healing of Bill Ackerman, Catherine Adler, Marcia Ames, Marilyn Altman, Adrian Atkinson, Deborah Belford, Marjorie Block, Paul Branson, Dave Sedarquist. We're thinking of Carol Cohn, Dorothy Cohn, Rob Cohn, Lily Kovitz, Tony Diegler, Carrie Ebert, Don Feivel, Michael Fiorelli, Olivia Glick. We're thinking of Alan Goldberg, Rachel Goldblatt, Bernice Goldstein, Jimmy Green, Brad Hannon, Jessica Hannon, David Haas, Walter Hirschberg, Luda Kagan, Greg Kellner, Don Kerr, Jeanette Clayman. We're thinking of Barb Lucas, Fred Martin, Minna Melton, Paul Mickelson, Dick Nettleman, Robert Oakley, Sonia Oppenheimer, David Palmer, Aaron Phelan, Jackie Phillips. We're thinking of Ian Phillips, Jessica Rathkoff, Isabel Resendez, Julianne Reel, Lee Rosenthal, Nancy Rosenboim, June Sahara, Ralph Sauer, Sandy Schaefer, Mitch Schifrin. We're thinking of Richard Schur, Joel Sloan, Brian Voronkov, Robert Weiss, Harry Woolman, Betty Young, Danielle Schenker. We're thinking about the President and First Lady and all others who are battling COVID-19. We're thinking about Jim Sanderson, Danielle Whirling, Jimmy Schnitzler, Joan Bray, and Nick Parisi. And if you have another name that you're thinking of, perhaps you could say that name aloud and hold that name up in prayer. We'll join together in singing Misha Berach.
Misha Berach avotenu mikor habraha imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach imotenu mikor habraha avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen.
on slide 23 as we prepare for Mourner's Kaddish. And I thought it was so beautiful how many of you invoke the names of beloved family members and people who you're remembering, who we can, as Rabbi Benji said, bring into our sukkah with us, who we can bring back with our memories. I think it's so powerful between Yizkor and now in Sukkot that our tradition encourages us to remember, even though it may be painful and difficult, to remember those who we've lost and to really be able to sit in that and feel that joy and that pain, and that we enter a new year with them. They are still here with us. We take the best of them and we bring them into the new year with us, and all of their goodness and kindness helps us be as good and as kind as we can during this year. We are remembering those who we lost within the last 30 days. Franny Ness, Doug Gansel, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Maureen Sanford, Helen Skokie, and Brian Wallace. We're thinking of all those who we've lost from COVID-19, and we are thinking of those who were observing Yahrzeit who we lost at this season in years past. Corinne Bash, Sam Berman, Jerry Bernard, Charles Dubin, Robert Erlinger, Joanne Feldman, Madeline Hirschfield Singer, Max Lewis, Israel Leverant, Alan Meyer, Thomas Ricker, Lori Shermer, Al Steinberg, Philip Tannenbaum, Ralph Warman, Moses Weiss, and Zalman Zanchik. If there's someone who you are remembering, either you lost them recently or observing Yahrzeit, I invite you to say their name aloud and think of them as we chant Mourner's Kaddish together. And we're also saying Kaddish for all those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them. We're on slide 24. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal Shemei dekudesha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may all of their memories be a blessing for us in 5781.
Amen. Just a couple of brief announcements before we sing our closing song, Turn, Turn, Turn. Everyone who wants to relive the 60s here, if you have any drugs with you, this will be a good time. We're going to be doing some Ecclesiastes here to everything, Turn, Turn. I'm assuming the Birds were 60s. Nick, am I right about that?
Yep.
All right, great. So just a couple of announcements about how this is going to work for those of us in the parking lot who want to go through the drive-through Sukkah. By the way, it's crazy that it's getting dark. We didn't consider that aspect of this, but oh well. In just a few moments, what's going to happen when our service is over, Rabbi Lynette and I are going to run down there. And people, if you would like to drive through the Sukkah, it's a really quick experience. If you're going to stop, you'll see there's cones on the front side of the Sukkah here. You'll stop at the front cone, and if you'd like to shake the lulav and etrog, we've got a pair of gloves that you can put on and shake the lulav and etrog from in your car, and then you'll put it down and take off your gloves and throw them away in your own car, hopefully. Then you'll drive into the Sukkah, and Rabbi Lynette or I will be standing there, and we'll do the blessing with you, and that's the blessing for dwelling in the Sukkah. And then that's that. And then everyone has had this experience on Sukkot of actually fulfilling the mitzvah in a kind of sort of kosher-ish sukkah that's not exactly kosher, but it's not exactly unkosher.
It's COVID kosher.
It's COVID kosher. I like that. COVID sure.
COVID sure.
So that's how that's going to work in just a few moments, and then you'll be able to drive out of the sukkah and up out of the driveway and into the road and on with your life. But we're going to first sing Turn, Turn, Turn. You can find that if you're watching at home on the next slides, 29 and 30, or here on that back page.
To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep, a time everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away we stole, a time to gather stole together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to love, a time to hate, a time for war, a time for peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to love, a time to hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything, everybody turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time for every purpose under heaven.
Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach, everyone. We hope you have a wonderful Shabbat, a wonderful Sukkot. Anybody who'd like to do the little process of doing the lulav and going into the Sukkah, meet us over there with your cars safely. And it's a quick process for everyone, so you won't